Welcome to Nandini's YouTube channel.
Yeah, welcome. Any advice for people who are looking forward to come to Japan and maybe work in the tech field?
Don't come.
I
Really, you
do
love
not
Japan so
find
much?
anything bad about this country at all.
I've lived here for 3.5 years.
I lived here for 1 year. I used to be a subscriber from 3 years ago. Quote that and put that whole thing on a t-shirt because this is the most important point if you are planning to move to Japan. Hi everyone, I'm back with another video and today we're going to talk to Umang. How I know Umang is I used to be a subscriber from 3 years ago. He doesn't do YouTube anymore, but I used to watch his content 3 years ago because that was when he made his move to Japan. Today we're going to ask him some questions because when I moved to Japan, he moved out of Japan, but he recently came back from New York. So we're gonna ask him why is he here? Does he see his future in Japan? And he's pretty unique. He has only had experience in a Japanese company. That is his only experience ever. He has never switched. So I guess it must have been a great experience. Can you introduce yourself?
Hi, my name is Umang and I have been working for a Japanese company for 5 years now. And I was in Japan for 3 years of that time and 2 years in New York. Yeah, and I'm back in Tokyo. I am not sure why. I'm not sure why I'm recording this with her. I'm not sure why I'm standing here. But yeah, that's it. So let's go.
We're standing in Miyashita Park. He's also a content creator that he skipped in his introduction.
Yeah, Instagram this Umang.
He's on Instagram now, but I really want him back on YouTube because his audience is waiting for him.
I have no idea. Comment below and let me know.
You've always worked with Japanese teams, right? How has your experience been working with Japanese teams, and also have you worked with global teams ever?
I work with global teams as well, but mostly Japanese focused teams. I think they're pretty fine. When you're working, they are very open. When obviously you're not working, they have their own boundaries. But I think that's up to every culture, right? It's good that they're not invading into your personal life. I am not invading into their personal life. I think that works out really well. But obviously a lot of people follow my Instagram, so they kind of are invading into my personal life, but that's fine. I am putting out there.
I want to highlight how you took that point of the Japanese teams not invading in your personal life as a positive point. Because I see a lot of reels where people say that they don't feel the type of warmth in the bondings that they make in Japan, but you put it as a positive point that you don't want them to intervene in your life how you want.
I think there are two sides of the coin here. One is people who don't actually have much more social circle outside their work. Then it feels bad that, oh, why are they not in my personal life as well? But I think if you have a big social circle outside that, then you don't want them to intervene in your life because then it will feel bad. It will feel like encroaching your personal life. So I think there's the two sides. And in Japan, because people work a lot, so it's difficult to have a big social circle outside that. So I agree with your point, I think. So I guess then Japanese people should, but they also do mingle in the nomikais and stuff, right? So I would not say that they don't. Just that they don't want to know your birthdays. They don't want to know your family and all of that. That's it.
I think also because of small houses in Japan, it makes it hard for people to socialize in your house.
Yeah.
You can't really invite them in your house. That could be a point why
Definitely, I
they
think
don't
that's
have
also
those
true.
bonds.
And also, they don't want to share their own thing. So, for example, if you are sharing, then they're okay to listen to it. They won't say, "Oh, don't tell me, don't tell me."
Okay.
But the point is, it creates an expectation that they also have to share now, which they don't want to, because it's a very secretive society, not secretive, shy society. So I
Shy,
think
yeah.
that's the point. ऐसा लग रहा है I'm a very wise guy who knows everything.
You do because you have 5 years of experience. And is
That's
it because
fucking cool.
of your social circle outside of work that you stopped YouTube? Why did you stop YouTube?
So in Japan, it's very difficult to monetize your content. So I think that's what made me think that should I put so much time into something that's not giving remuneration in terms of money? And I think Instagram was giving me more reach towards people and making my circle bigger and networking and all of that. So I think that added more ROI. So it was just my personal calculation.
I agree. So you went to New York for a while. How was that?
Mind blowing.
Better than Japan?
Better than any city. New York is the #1 city in the world.
It's the dream.
It's the dream of
The
everyone.
American dream.
If you watch Friends, if you watch How I Met Your Mother, if you watch any other movie that fantasizes New York, then I think you would love New York. Even if you have not, you've heard New York so many times. You've seen the Times Square reels, you've seen the Central Park reels, you've seen the WT World Trade Center reels. That you kind of fall in love with this city without even knowing about it. And then when you reach there, you feel like, I've made it. It's done.
How was it living there?
Exactly like this. Like every day when I come out of my apartment, like I would come down and I'll get out on the road and I see people all like New York vibe and everything with that energy and that people who are delivering stuff, people who are getting out for coffees. I would just feel I've made it. I still feel I've made it, although I'm not in New York. That's the craziest part.
Do you like people in New York better or people in Japan better?
I think New York also has the bad side of everything, right? So I would not say one city has the best people or one city doesn't have the best. Like there are people like you in Tokyo, which make the city and then New York also has people who are very rude or who are very shy or who don't want to do a lot of stuff. So I think it's like mixed bag of people everywhere. The only thing about New York going for is that there's so many immigrants that you feel like home.
Oh, do you feel that there are less immigrants here as compared to New York?
Definitely. No doubt.
What are your future plans?
My future plans is to not stand in front of this dustbin. After that, I don't know.
Any advice for people who are looking forward to come to Japan and maybe work in the tech field?
Don't come. So I think this very important thing is that you have to figure out what kind of society you're moving into. This is a society which loves living alone, right? So if you're okay with that, if you want to spend some time with people and some time alone and you feel like that's the way you want to live your life, then I think this is the best. You don't have to live in mountains to feel that. That's the thing going on for Tokyo. You can feel like you're living in suburbs, but you're in the middle of this.
Quote that and put that whole thing on a t-shirt because this is the most important point if you're planning to move to Japan.
Like the place I'm staying here right now is in Shimbashi, which is like the middle of the city. But every night when I'm walking back or in the morning, it's just dead silent. There are people walking, but they are dead silent. So that's like, it feels like I'm in a mountain or something or suburb.
Okay. Recently, I had some friends visit me from SF and
She
they
has friends.
and they asked
From
me
SF. I have friends from SF. Okay.
and they asked me what's the worst thing that I find about Japan.
What is it?
And I could not answer them.
Why?
The only thing that could come in
Because
my
you were
mind,
not trying to demean the city you live in.
I just could not come up with any point, like literally.
Really?
I
You
do
love
not
Japan so
find
much?
anything bad about this country at all. It's
So,
not
for
the
example, if you
easiest.
want to get Wi-Fi, you need to know Japanese, or it takes like a month, it takes 100 documents. You need to figure out your residence card, you need to figure out electricity bills, water bills, which are all in Japanese. You need to do every documentation possible. It's not foreigner friendly most of the times. A lot of times they'll call you and there's no English person available. So I think if you know Japanese, you're willing to live in a society which is quiet or shy, you're willing to live in a place where no one cares about you, then I think then it might seem like the best place. But if you're the opposite of it, who needs help, who doesn't know the language, who wants to meet new people every other day,
All of that feels really complex only in the beginning, but then you get used to how to get around that stuff.
I've lived here for 3.5 years.
I lived here for 1 year.
So I think I know what I'm saying.
My
Well, it's convenient.
personal opinion
Definitely it's
on it
convenient.
is that all of the stuff that you just listed as difficulties, it's difficult in the beginning, but then you learn how to get around that stuff. It's still the
I know-
easiest country to live in.
I know fluent Japanese. I can talk to anyone, I can negotiate, but I still can't able to figure out my Wi-Fi connection. Because they would throw these random terms at me and expect me to understand it and then reject my application for not understanding something.
I don't know any Japanese. It was pretty easy for me to get a Wi-Fi. Both of those points are different for me.
Yeah, actually, I think these points don't make sense.
These are the points that you find, like, these are your bad points about Japan.
No, these are not. These are
Do
the
you
things
find-
that are facing I'm right
Okay,
now.
what's the worst thing about Japan? Because I could not find any.
There are many, like 100. I told you, na, Abhi, so number one, people are not open.
ठीक है.
Which in my head is very problematic, which leads to a lot of depression, which I see in Japan. And a lot of people reach out
Okay.
to me that they're feeling lonely because of this. So that's a problem of the city, not people.
Is it everyone that everyone is not open, but there are some people who are open?
I would say
and most of them are not?
99.99% are not open.
which is a very big number. It's not 50, 40, 60, 70, 30. It's 99.99 and 0.01.
I have a very good question. Is it easy to make friends in Japan?
I think you can make Indian friends for sure if you are similar to them. But if you aren't able to find your kind of people, then it's difficult. Like for example, if you're okay with just chilling at home mostly, or just going out on weekend trips and then working every day for long hours, or just doing the most basic ass shit, you'll find friends. But then if you want to be like, oh, I want to hustle, I want to do something crazy every weekend, I want to build something, I want to network with people, there are people like that, but it's difficult. It's not easy.
I think one very good way to make friends in Japan is by joining classes that are like maybe boxing classes or taekwondo or I don't know, art
But not
classes.
everyone is okay with joining classes, whatever.
Why? You should be. You should be. When you join those classes, you find people who are there for the same interest.
But I am not interested in the classes, is the point.
How can you not be interested in any classes at all? How can you not have hobbies?
I'm not interested in any of the classes.
But okay, this is your interest, right? You make content and you make friends through making content. So you're sorted. In case someone does not make content.
But if I was not making content and I was not liking the classes also, na? Because I would not change.
You must be following some interest. Okay, you like to work and that's it.
No, I don't like to work. Who said I like to work?
I don't
What
know
is
where
this
this
rumor?
is going.
Okay, see you in the next one. Bye.